another episode of Just Us Dads. Thank you so much for tuning in to another Dadversation.
Everybody else stay home.
What? I didn't get that one. I didn't get it. Go on over to YouTube.
No, wait, let's get it. What do you mean?
Everyone else. Did you get that one?
No,
I didn't get it.
But I want to.
I said everybody else stay home. It's just that. Everybody else stay home.
Oh, okay.
Fuck up, man. The
We're
fucking
stupid.
boys club.
Yeah, it took a while, man.
Yeah,
It took a
no.
while to click.
It's at the end of the day.
In any case, go on over to YouTube and subscribe to our channels because we're trying to grow that platform. Follow us on all social media platforms as well as audio platforms, and subscribe wherever you can, and like and comment and share. Chris and George are both here. George with the excellent jokes, perfectly timed.
No, it was a good joke.
You guys just shot on
We're at the end of our brain power.
Yeah.
It's too late.
You gotta realize, man. We record, for everyone listening or watching. We record pretty late in the day.
They don't care.
They don't care, I know, but it's just I don't know. Maybe it'll.
Don't say a time because it's either not too late or too late.
I don't want someone to know I ditched them for this.
We're not saying what day we're recording.
No day, no time.
Yeah, no.
Maybe the shirt will give it away.
Hey, I saw him this morning with that shirt. Unless you keep just wearing that shirt all day, every day.
Well, my shirts look pretty similar.
You know what's
98% of the year.
Look, and we were saying this before we recorded, because you were saying this to George, because George came in, he's like, dude, we're wearing the same shirt. And I'm like, no, his is a V-neck, yours is rounded.
I
And
said
Chris,
the same color.
same color. And Chris is like, listen, man, I'm sorry, but I only have 3 types of shirt. It's the same shirt, it's just the color that changes.
Yeah,
I buy a stack of gray, white, black.
No, white. I don't look good in white. It's black, it's gray, and light gray.
Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah.
So it's like 10 out of 10.
pretty fucking
You
boring.
put an order, it's 10 out of 10, and they just show up.
That is
Same thing
that
with
is
jeans.
accurate. That is accurate.
How boring are we, though?
Dude, I buy my wardrobe at Costco.
Costco has good stuff.
I don't
though.
even try them on. I go by size, and if I don't like, I return.
That's what COVID did, man. No one gives a shit.
Nobody cares anymore.
People don't even bathe. People don't shower. People don't brush their teeth.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, that is disgusting. That's disgusting.
But I'm looking forward to going back out with clients and meeting people.
Are you?
Yeah,
Is that
yeah,
starting
yeah, it's
slowly?
starting soon.
Yeah.
It's starting soon. A lot of people are receptive. A lot of people are like looking forward to it.
Oh, people. You're right. They're changing.
Yeah.
Look, I met it was a couple of weeks ago. We met a client, and you have that standard kind of automatic approach where you meet a client like, hey, how are you? You kind of automatically give your business card, get that out of the way first, George, whatever this and that. And listen to the how it transitioned. Okay, so we meet them up. I do that, and he's like, "Oh no, I can't take your card." I'm like, "Oh yeah, it's true." He goes, "In any case, I still have your coordinates. We exchanged it over email and whatever." So we started talking back and forth, contracts, whatever, negotiations, this, that, price changes, and all that stuff. Finally, we agree and we sign, and everyone's happy because you've developed this relationship now, right? Through all the emails and all that stuff. So we go finalize and sign and pick up everything we need to do and everything. And then he's like, all right, man. So it's like, I got to shake your hand. He's like, I was like, dude, a couple of weeks ago, you didn't want to take my, yeah, man. It's like,
it's not confusion. It's a guessing game. First of all, you don't know how the other person wants to react.
Yeah, exactly.
So you want to be courteous.
Yeah.
And you don't know what the etiquette is because do you go in for the hug? Do you go in for the handshake?
Oh, I've been there.
There's fist bumps now. There's French kisses. There's everything.
Elbow. I got a lot of chicken wings.
Yeah.
I've been there. Or you know what to do.
The best one is when they cough in their elbow, and then they give you the elbow. That's the best one.
Because they cough in the elbow, but you get the back of the elbow.
Exactly.
So technically, you're not really touching.
No, but you know what's funny? When we started doing that stuff, obviously you got to start doing it. But it was funny when I saw like my dad and my father-in-law start doing shit like that. It didn't look right. It was awkward. It was an awkward moment for everyone.
It was.
Yeah. But a lot of people are. You know what surprises me? And I was at Mythos actually this weekend.
It's a good thing you brought that.
It was awesome. A lot of people, but people are going straight for the hugs and the kisses, man.
Because they're fed up, dude. People have you know what
You
it
know
is?
what I mean? And I was like, I got a few, and then it was like, okay, like by the third one, like I was doing it too. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
But the first one was like, whoa. But then it's like, what are you gonna do?
No, but how many times have you told yourself or told someone else or someone around you that when this shit is over, I'm freaking hugging the first person I see? Like, I'm so fed up with this. Like,
Oh, I'm French kissing.
Straight to the
French
I'm
kiss.
worried some people might lick me. Man.
Yeah.
I'm going straight to the French.
I'm going straight to the French kiss. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Male or female.
so yeah. So
Well,
so I don't blame these people, man. They're like, you know what? Fuck. Finally, we're out, man. Come, give me a hug. Yeah. They haven't seen each other in like.
how weird is it? Like,
But you know what it
for
is?
young people that are like out there trying to hit like one night stands and stuff.
Oh, that's done.
What's
That's
the
done.
etiquette there?
But
That's
they don't
over.
care.
No, they give a fucking a chicken
No,
wing. And
I don't think they care, those people. Like I saw people
they should make like
making out. Yeah,
they should make like the full body condom or something.
yeah, but you know what? You know what really made it all right? As soon as people were double vaccinated, man, people just started hugging and kissing.
Even though that means nothing, right?
Well, it doesn't exactly.
even though it
It's
means
not
nothing.
100%.
The best are the people that I'm double vaccinated. I don't need a mask. The mask was never to protect you.
Yeah.
They don't get that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So there's a lot of confusion.
Oh, there's
out
a
there,
lot
man.
of
So
confusion.
you got to. It's a guessing game. You gotta. You don't know. You know what? Just don't kneel first. Like don't go in first, and the other person's
Yeah,
gonna tell you.
Try not to be too aggressive.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, straight for hugs and kisses and wine. It's like, whoa.
Yeah, but,
I'm getting impatient because I want to travel again.
Yeah.
I want to get away. I mean, I hate giving time references because I don't know when people are going to be listening to this episode, but very soon the border is going to open for us to go to the U.S. because now
You could go.
now you can't.
It costs you a test when you come back.
You can't.
no,
You
no,
can't
no,
go
the
land.
U.S. doesn't accept
Yeah,
us
no, no.
without the official business right now.
Like the
yeah?
land. No, you can't drive into the. You can fly. I
Oh, you
think
can fly, but
you
can
can't. You
drive.
can't drive in. Although they could. So it's open one way.
Canada's letting
Yeah.
them in. They're not letting
It's been a while now. So I heard that early November it's supposed to be opening. So naturally,
They every month they announce what the plan is for the next month.
yeah.
So every month.
But this
Biden
happened a
says
couple
it's
of
open
weeks
or
ago.
not.
They announced that the U.S. would
Okay.
open their border
But
early
it changes.
November.
It changes every time.
Yeah. Anyways, whatever. But I think they're getting ready because the prime minister came out and said now they have this uniform app for all whatever it is, the vaccination
Vax
proof.
code.
Yeah.
Vax code.
Because we had one just for Quebec. Now they're going to authorize like it's going to be a Canadian one so that it could allow you to kind of leave the province and go into the US. So in any case, as soon as that information was out, the first thing I said, I'm like, okay, we're driving down to the States somewhere, like maybe not like a major city, but like, I don't know, like a smaller town. I don't know, fucking Boston.
Plattsburgh.
Yeah,
Boston's a small town.
like smaller than like
It's a small town.
That's why I said Plattsburgh, but yeah.
Boston isn't a small town.
Start with somewhere in Maine, right here. It's not far. Vermont, somewhere around here. It's not far.
I think that's what I was thinking, but I went Boston. I ranked a little higher.
At least you didn't say New York. You're good, man.
Yeah, like a small little town. Yeah, like New York City. Yeah. No, see, like New York, I want to go to New York, guys. I'm no joke,
Yeah,
but
me too.
I'm a little afraid. There's way too many people. But in any case, yeah, like you said, Maine or whatever, places that are, they're not that far away. And I don't know, man. Like I want to, but I also don't. And I'm like in that in between where
We all are. Gray
what
zone.
do we do?
It's a terrible
I don't
place to be.
I'm ready to do it. I'm ready to go. Spain for Mundialito is out, so we have the schedule, everything. So we're gonna be going
When is that?
April. So
Did it get canceled last
got
year?
canceled.
Yeah.
2 years, I think. Is it 2 years or
1 year.
1
You
year?
went 1 year. I can't remember when.
I
it
went
was.
one
in
year,
2019.
Yeah, 20 got canceled and 21.
21 got canceled.
Yeah.
20 and
So I think two of them got canceled.
Oh, you're right.
Two of them got canceled. Yeah.
And it's in the beginning of the year, April.
Yeah. So I'm ready for that one.
Oh,
But I thought we could go to the States.
no, you can fly. You can fly into into the States, but you can't drive. So
I'm ready.
Are they ready for you?
You know what I'm not ready for?
Mm.
Bringing my kid to a soccer game, but I can't watch.
I'm there.
what do you mean?
Saturday, we have a practice that we're not allowed in.
You're not allowed in.
Where? What do you mean?
You drop
Indoor
off your
soccer.
kid, indoor soccer, you drop them
Oh,
off.
indoor soccer.
Yeah, for the winter, it's indoor.
Right.
That's a weird one for me. It's
Sorry.
like, what do I do? I wait in the car?
It's our first time going indoor because It's our first time joining an.
And there's no windows. It's not like a gym where you can.
I don't know.
No.
Usually no, because they're at schools.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah.
Everyone's kind of a little like bummed out about that because you want to see your kid. You want to see your kid develop.
But you're in a school.
You want to make fun of the other kids, you know.
But they're taking it extra. They're being extra careful. You're in a school. Like schools are very.
No, you're in a big gym, even the big courts. Well, the big fields, they're not courts. The fields, it's like, look, nobody stands close to each other.
But see, what doesn't make sense to me. But let me tell you what doesn't make sense to me. They're allowing 20,000 people to be in the Bell Center.
Yeah, that was going to be my next thing. Nobody sits.
How does this make any sense?
It doesn't, man. It's not.
It's not like you're partying. You're not yelling like the Bell Center. There's not a guy row behind you that doesn't have his mask on because he's eating a pretzel or he's drinking a beer.
What they said was that they don't have enough people to manage the people coming in.
That's what it is.
So it's like
that's what it is.
But anyway, that's what sucks. But I'm ready to travel.
The big question. Are you traveling with kids or are you not? Because there's a lot of things, and you mentioned that before we went on. It's like I'm hearing so many parents, and it's like this mix-up of information out there. Some parents don't want to travel with their kids, and some other ones they can't travel without their kids.
I don't know, man. For me,
no, it's not that they can't. They won't. It's they can't believe that you would actually think of not traveling with your kids.
I don't know, man. Look, I've never done it. I don't think I'm gonna do it anytime soon.
I'm sure there's an acceptable.
No, I'm not against it. I've never done it.
You have to try this. Try one night.
Well, I've done one night.
No, but that's fine.
No, you and your wife and your kids stayed home.
Yeah. That I've done. One night, that's fine.
Have you done two?
But let's say we plan, I don't know, Aruba, 2 weeks.
That's not.
And I leave my kids with my in-laws or my parents. I can't do it.
Yeah.
And it's not I can't do it. I can't have fun without them. I could definitely have fun without them.
First you do,
but I can't leave them.
You're going straight into it, man. You got to break it. First you do a small trip with them, a bigger trip with them, a really big trip with them till the point where you're sick of them. The next trip is like stay home for 2 days. And then you go 3 days, and then you go 4 days.
Hold on, guys.
You have to do it incrementally.
It's done.
No, we're still there. Okay.
You're gonna okay.
I
got cut that part off.
No. I got scared because the screen minimized, and I thought it turned off. No, it's good.
No, but there's people that really go and travel multiple times during the year without their kids.
Yeah,
it's a thing they do. I don't travel with my kids, and I've gone on business trips without my family. So
the same thing.
But it's not the same thing. I'm in and out, or I'm going for something.
You're being sent by your job.
Yeah,
it's not the same thing.
I don't see myself going out to experience things, go enjoy things, and leave. My wife sometimes feels bad when we go for ice cream and the kids are not there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or if one of them is not there.
So look, I think I'm trying to think if we may have done a weekend without them. Have we? I'm trying to think. Maybe not. Maybe a day. Like for sure, we've done a day. I'll go as far as to say a weekend. I'm trying to think. I can't think right now.
Maybe twice or 3 times where they slept over family members for the night.
Yeah. Oh no, that's happened to us. It's happened. Yeah.
No, I mean that's that much we've done without them.
But like a trip, man.
We've been talking about it. We're willing to maybe do a weekend, maybe leave on a Friday somewhere, come back for Sunday or Monday.
Yeah.
We're talking about
like really up north.
Maybe Vegas, just a couples only kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm not there yet. Too far for me.
We were just talking about it. We haven't planned anything. We're talking about it with a couple that has done it.
I'm not against it. It's just I'm not ready for it. And I don't judge people that do it. Obviously, I'll judge you if
before they judge us. I would took my kids on vacation for 3 weeks. The whole, you know what I mean? It's not like I go without them.
But I would judge somebody like with a newborn. Let's say it's a month and a half, or 2 months old, or 3 months old, and it's like parents leave for like 4 weeks.
Yeah, it's like it's
weird.
Yeah, it's
like that I judge because it's like it needs you.
Not only that it needs you,
the baby
not only does it need you, but like honestly, how much can it ruin? Like it's doing nothing at that point. It's like you're just holding it. So
no.
Travel with the baby.
No, babies could be difficult, George. At that point, you had easy babies. Babies can be very difficult. It's not because it could ruin your trip. You can't go now because you shouldn't separate yourself from it.
Oh, okay, in that sense. Yeah. And people do that like especially when they're that soon, right after.
Yeah, I've heard crazy stories. I've heard stories where I want to judge and I can't. It's like, oh, just shut your mouth. Don't say anything.
Yeah, you gotta force yourself.
Just don't say anything.
Difficult. Yeah.
And you know what? I judge in my mind, not in the negative way, in the way of like, how can you do that? I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
But Yeah, but I'm not crazy to think like, okay, I'm never gonna leave my 16-year-old kid alone at home either. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a tough one, man. There's
Just
a part of me.
think about it this way.
Yeah.
If you leave for 2 days,
We're not talking about days now, because I think we've done 2 days, which is it's fine.
what are you talking about? A week?
Like you're talking about going down south, for example, like for a week, or traveling like to Europe for 2 or 3 weeks.
It's both. It's time
I'm
and
gonna ask you a
distance.
question. Are you going to be able to sleep without them in your bed for a change?
Because I'm so used to.
We're not debating whether the vacation could be better. We can make a point that the vacation is going to be better without the kids.
100%.
It's not that.
100%.
It's, are you able to and is it responsible to?
Because the thing is this.
And that's what I said before. It's time and distance.
Yeah.
It's like, let's say it's 5 days, but you're an hour away. That's different.
Yeah, flight away.
But if it's 4 days, but you're 7 hours away by plane.
A flight that's once a week.
Yeah. But like you're thinking of it more like if something happens, I'm not there.
I'm thinking first of all, it's like you're a family. It's like that's what you decided to do to have fun together.
No. Yeah, and I want to get to that point.
That's number one.
Yeah.
Okay. Number two would be my parents or the in-laws are not there to raise kids; they're there to spoil them.
Right.
Yeah. All right. And number three, I guess, would be man. What if something happens? Like, you have no control, you have no say, you might not make it on time.
That's probably one of the most valid points, but at the same time, I mean, that could happen anywhere. You can have the kids with you, and something might happen. And you're like, "Fuck, I'm not home." You're kind of not in that comfort zone where you know exactly what needs to be done.
You're not home, but 45 minutes in, you're back in control.
No. But I'm saying if you're away, like if you're in that situation where you're like 7 hours away by plane and you're still with your kids and something happens, you're still gonna have to deal with it. Like you're still outside that comfort zone where you don't know where the hospitals are, or you know what I mean. You don't.
What he's saying is, imagine your kid cracks his head open and you're not the one taking him to the hospital.
Oh yeah,
That's what I mean.
No, guaranteed.
If I'm with my family, let's say in Greece, it's fine if I can. I'll figure it out.
Yeah,
my comfort zone is being with them.
I'm thinking more in terms of what you said, that you have a family because ideally what you want to do is to live that whole experience and enjoy the every family moment, right?
Yeah.
And we've had these conversations with my wife, and it's like, how can you possibly think that, okay, let's go have fun, even down south or whatever? I don't see myself ever flying to Europe, like Greece or whatever, and not taking the kids. Like that for me is not even conceivable. But like down south of Cuba, or no, Cuba, I'm never going again. But like any other whatever week trip, like all those those all inclusive ones.
Yeah.
How do you think? Like how do you perceive yourself in the future, enjoying the beach, and you're thinking, fuck, man, definitely the kids would have loved playing here on the sand. You know what I mean?
How old are the kids when you're picturing this?
Well, were the age they're at now?
Yeah,
we're talking about now, present time.
That would be pretty selfish.
It's isn't it?
No, I'm with you.
It'd be really hard for me to go to a resort.
I don't think I could even travel without my wife.
You know why? Because I know how much they love it. They love the beach. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And then you're there by yourself, and you're like,
you're sending the pictures, and like, why didn't you bring us? It was an asshole.
Yeah.
I know people that travel separately from their spouses. No, I'm serious.
You mean they take separate vacations?
Separate vacations, separate places, separate times of the year.
Separate love lives.
Yeah. It's weird to me.
Do they have separate sex lives?
Like, it doesn't mean I wouldn't want to do it. I shouldn't.
Do they have kids?
Yeah.
So what happens? So like, let's say the husband goes without the kids stay behind with the mom. He enjoys himself. He comes back, stays with the kids, and then the mom goes to enjoy herself.
It's as if, let's say,
that is the ultimate selfish thing, because in both cases the kids aren't going anywhere, and in both cases you're just there by yourself.
That is being an individual. And let's say you're 40 and you do that. It's like, let me go back to being 19.
Yeah, like why?
And I understand alone travel. I get that. I've done it. It's good. There's something about it. I get it, but I don't think you could do it at 40. Unless you're having issues. I find it like you would do that if you want to escape shit.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
But I know people that do it. I'm not judging. I'm just thinking that there's something deeper.
But it's also very difficult not to judge. It's like, dude, man. It's like
everyone judges, but it's in their heads.
Oh, I judge, and I'm not ashamed to say it. No, maybe not as verbally,
You're
but
talking about it here, not in front of the
no.
person.
Well, look, I've had conversations with my wives about certain people. I was like, "What the fuck is this? Did you see?"
Those people were not there.
No, of course not, bro.
That's why you judged
That's why you judge.
and you spoke about it in your safe
Okay, let me
space.
rephrase. You judge in your mind and in your tight circle. In certain private conversations.
Well, that's how it's supposed to work, man. Because what other people do, it's their business. It's just that you're commenting on what they've done, and you're kind of putting yourself in their situation. And in that context, you're thinking, would I do it?
I was quietly judging hard this week. Like hard. Somebody was telling me a story and a life choice they made and severely affected their child. And they're like, how can you tell me I abandoned them? I'm thinking in my head, of course they could tell you that. But I'm like, yeah, you're right. They shouldn't have told you that.
Yeah. Look, you know what? It comes back to culture and values. It depends what your culture is and depends what your value is. Yeah. You know, if you
it's a culture, it's the values.
It's but the culture is what
some cultures, they vary, but ultimately it's values is the word. It's not what ethnicity are you, it's what's your values. What were you taught at your
but I'm saying
table?
certain cultures will
comes with different
values exactly. So it's a tough one, and sometimes you have to judge.
Yeah, no, but I can't. Like I told you before, my main thing is,
when do you speak up?
You don't. When you're asked.
When it's abuse.
So sometimes it's like, what do you think about that? And it's like, oh man, I don't know what I think.
No, you know what the thing is.
You know what? A lot of times people ask me that, and I'm like, is this a safe place?
You gotta test the water first.
If I say, well, is there anything I could say that you'll stop talking to me?
What if you're asked by a couple that you know in the past
to join them?
No. Like in the past, they've done it. You know they've done it, but now after they've done it, like after the fact, they come and ask you, so what do you guys think?
About them having done it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like there's a couple, you know they traveled without their kids. You've judged them with your wife or with your close circle. And then a couple weeks later, you happen to see each other again. And they're like, oh my God, yeah, like, wasn't it amazing? Like, oh my God, would you guys ever do that? I'm telling you, it's the best thing. You should go without your kids kind of thing.
Oh, no, I would say.
If they're asking, when they're asking, I would tell them this. Before I actually took that major trip without my kids and all that. Have I taken my kids an adequate amount of times with me first? Is the circumstances where that I won't be able to take my vacation other than now, and they can't because of whatever reason, school or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, there has to be a lot of things. I'm not going to just judge.
Yeah, but George, man, look, the vacation is a vacation, and you fucking plan it.
I'm just saying, if they travel a lot and the kids don't care to miss one, you know what I mean? There's that.
Yeah.
It depends. I think the best question to that, without playing psychologist, is why. Why would you do that? Why would you do that and not that?
Well, look, clearly they want time away from the kids. Like it's not the why. I think, guys, we all know the why.
But that's what it is.
Look, we all want time away from the kids. And what happens when you go out for dinner with just you and your wife?
You miss the kids.
You start calling the in-laws to see what are they doing.
Yeah.
You know, are they sleeping? You're texting them.
Yeah, you miss the kids.
Are they being good?
Yeah.
Don't give them too much sugar.
It depends.
We obsess with them now.
What? Oh, I hit you. Sorry, man.
You're bumping mics.
Yeah, bumping mics.
No, obviously. Yeah. The first reflex is, oh shit, I wish they were here. Or I wonder what they're doing.
Like an old school mom would never do it. A new aged mom would. And it's as simple as, are you a mom before a wife, or are you a wife before a mom?
How old school are we going? Because if
we're going old school, like grandmothers today.
Like if we're going really old school, like my parents' generation, it's, we're not traveling because we don't have the money, and if we have it, we're not going to spend it on the trip.
I buy food at the grocery store.
You're going to travel when you're older, and you have your money.
Spend your own money.
Absolutely.
So that's really old school.
Yeah.
That was definitely our case. I mean, I've never traveled with my parents ever.
Oh, I have.
Well, yeah.
Well, I was one.
We had the place up north. That was our traveling for us. That was our getaway.
We did Greece many times, man.
Yeah.
Every 2 years. Every 2 years until like 90 something. Yeah.
I've never been to Greece with my parents.
We used to go. But I remember my dad took a trip by himself. And my mom once went to the US to see her aunt by herself. And that was twice. So in my family, it wasn't a big thing. In my family, we travel together.
Yeah.
Like even lately, well, pre-COVID, obviously.
Yeah, it's true. You guys always
travel with my
in-laws too.
Yeah. So it's always.
I've traveled with my in-laws. Yeah.
You've been a tour guide to your in-laws. That's what you mean.
Yeah, I've traveled and I've been a tour guide, and
That's the reason George didn't bring Cynthia along to Greece.
the first time.
He didn't want to sit there and translate all day.
For 3 weeks.
Yeah, no, I've been a tour guide, but you know what? I didn't mind the trip to Greece with them. I enjoyed it. It was tiring, but showing the places that you've gotten to discover and that you love to other people, and that didn't bother me.
This is on a podcast, live, drinking water, off the mic, off the camera,
With a beer?
With a beer.
Yeah, different.
It's not the same
The conversation
conversation.
is slightly different.
It's not the same conversation.
Different. No, I mean, look, it was tiring in the sense that, yeah, okay, you get to do a little bit less of what you want to do. But look, I mean, it wasn't that bad. I mean, I've heard stories of fucking trips going sour.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's true. You do have that thing with traveling with your family.
Yeah.
I wish. I mean, like I say, I look back now and I understand it was a whole money thing, right? But now that the situation is different, I wouldn't mind traveling with my parents. I'd love to go to Greece with my parents.
Yeah. I just don't want to go to Cuba anymore.
Oh no, I'm done with that, man.
I'm done with that place. It's nothing against it.
You've gone too many times.
I just been too many times. I've seen, Groundhog
me too.
Day when you live the same day. I've lived months.
I've gone an attic.
lived the same
I've
month.
gone an adequate amount of times.
Yeah. It's enough.
And it's also a comfort zone, right? Because when your parents also got the hang of it, and they're like, this is nice over here. We got used to it.
Let's not change anything.
Yeah, let's not change it. Exactly.
Nobody. It's
Already, it feels like they came out of their comfort zone because they didn't go to Greece, but they had to go to Cuba. It's like a foreign place to us.
The value, the price is what forced them out of their comfort
but
zone.
that's what I was going to say. For my parents, or for parents in general, for people that go to Cuba in
How
general,
can you beat this price?
it's the price, right? It's only 3 hours away, 3.5 hours away.
Yeah, convenient.
Right,
Yeah.
convenient. It's safe,
Super.
right? It's
Yeah.
super safe,
People are friendly.
and it has gorgeous beaches.
It does.
You know what? To a Greek, man.
But you
Coffee's
lose.
excellent too.
Yeah, the
the
coffee's good,
too.
but you lose on the food.
Yeah, but you know what?
So
they don't care. It's not that they don't care. It's just because there's 4 positives, and that's the only negative in a way.
Yeah, so
salt and pepper is okay.
So they
It's
bite the
okay,
bullet.
yeah,
They bite the
My
bullet.
parents used to bring their own lemons. There's no lemons there, so they bring their own lemons.
You should bring your own ketchup too, because
Yeah, there you
that
go.
ain't ketchup.
Whatever. They put the raw chicken with the raw meats in the same place.
And they're
It's okay.
they're at the point where they don't care to explore. They don't want to go and mingle with the
No.
locals.
No, they don't want to be tourists.
They want to relax.
No, they don't want to be tourists.
They
Yeah.
just want their bodies to eat, dip in the ocean,
yeah.
eat, and
It's-
sleep early.
It's a convenience.
Yeah.
I have my room, I have my food.
Sekurasta.
I like that once in a while, but it can't be every time I go on
But
vacation.
it's the word is sekurasta, untiring.
Yeah.
Untiring.
Yeah. And
No,
they're
but I don't mind the resort thing, man. It's just that I don't know, man. And it's not that I've had bad experiences. I've had great experiences there. It's just that for me, it's the opposite. For me, it's like I want to eat well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Obviously the beach, and the beach is
Yeah.
undoubtedly, on top of that list. It's beautiful.
It is beautiful beaches and warm.
And I don't care about.
The people are funny too.
I mean, warm beaches.
Yeah,
And
the-
the people are
the
cool.
people are very friendly, super.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you get along with them. Like you feel at ease and you feel comfortable from day one. And I don't care. See,
Aquajim, everybody.
yeah,
Aquajim.
so and I'm the opposite. I don't care about the room. Whereas other people, they want the comfort. I don't care because I'm not there. They're
Yeah,
asleep, But I need to know that I'm gonna eat well and I'm not gonna be running to the bathroom.
I
every
need, you know
freaking
what?
10 minutes.
I'll do the resort, but it has to be 1 every 5. So after 4 trips, you hit a resort to relax. But you want to see me too. I want to see the city.
Yeah.
I want to mingle with the locals. I want to go try the different food.
Right.
You know what? You want to go see. Well, I'm at that. I don't need to
guaranteed.
relax every time I go on
I
vacation.
prefer cities. I like traveling in cities.
I love cities.
Yeah, I know people who hate it, but
I love
I love big cities. I love big cities. But then again, it comes back to that question. How do you travel, especially if your goal is to discover new cities, big cities, with your kids?
Well, you could, man. There's rules. There's certain things that you try and get some kid.
I guess the
activities in
age
there.
has to play a role over there.
Look, kids need some stability, so you can't go somewhere for a day or two and then bounce.
No.
You have to go somewhere, settle, let them get comfortable, have a few experiences on a regular 4 or 5 days, and then maybe visit
Well,
another city.
that's why resorts are the best for kids.
For kids, yeah.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. when we traveled to Greece and we had Emma, she was how old was she? She was 2.
I'm judging.
Yeah. So obviously downtown Athens, chaos. And
Yeah,
I
it's
love
chaotic.
it. Like for me, Athens is the best. Like I could vacation an entire summer in Athens. I don't give a
I
shit.
like
Oh,
that.
no way.
I don't care. Yeah.
A whole summer in Athens.
Yeah, no problem. No
Not
problem.
every single day you're gonna step out to
No.
hit a beach.
Well, yeah, of course. No, I'm not talking about Athens downtown. Like just staying in Athens, and you have the beaches, you have your stores, you have your
can,
restaurants.
my cousin- I have a cousin
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
really good.
You can center out of
So
Athens
so
and travel
so we're
like
down.
an hour,
So we're downtown Athens, fucking chaos now. And I have my father-in-law holding her, and I'm thinking, one, he doesn't know this city.
No.
2,
Those fucking
you've seen
scooters.
him, right? He's just my father-in-law is just like this chill guy. Don't worry about it.
Rocky Ford.
Rocky Ford.
And I'm thinking, fucking shit, hold my kid's hand, man, because you know what I mean? Yeah.
There's 55 motorcycles on one street.
Yeah. So traveling to big cities, see, like
Scooters, man.
when we went to Colombia, Bogota, I can't do it.
It's impossible.
I can't do it.
5 kilometers traffic is like 2 hours.
With kids or without kids, I cannot be like that. To me was really overwhelming.
No, there's no infrastructure.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Oh
Yeah. Perfect.
yeah. Like there I would.
You sold me on that.
Yeah. But they have a great resort city.
That's the thing about the outskirts are beautiful.
Yeah.
Very natural.
Like we went to the northern part in Cartagena, and there, like
There's
honestly,
some nice islands too.
if we were to vacation together and we want to go down south, I think it's the same amount of
San
time.
Andres, Colombia.
Yeah, you can go there, or Cartagena is fucking amazing. You go there, it's a beautiful. The beaches, maybe they don't compare to Cuba, but you can take like little day trips. They have little islands, and you can.
Beautiful. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Are we doing it with the kids?
I don't mind going there with the kids.
No, I think I want to do an all inclusive.
Yeah.
They keep begging me for the beach, man.
Yeah, man.
And then reminding me that I want to go have some fun too.
Take them to Cape Cod and tell them this is the best place on earth. It's the beach.
Just bring a cooler for the fish.
I'd rather go to the Caribbean. Sit on the beach and do nothing. Cape Cod, you got to cook.
Yeah, that's what we did. We've been many times to Cape Cod.
We
always bring a little cooler.
But see, this is what changes now with the whole thing with Airbnb and all that stuff. Because we used Airbnb when we traveled to Greece, and it's the best because you get.
I'm sorry, you mentioned Cape Cod. Somebody told me a story about their dad on the beach, and he sees the birds like, "My friend, look the papagal, the papagal." He's like, "What the fuck's a papagal, man?" Look the papagal.
Pirate.
Papagal.
Yeah, no, Airbnb has changed that concept really. Because think about it. You would travel, the only place where you can go is a hotel room. So you can't cook, you can't take care of different things that you can take care of in the house. So automatically you have to spend money going out and all that stuff. Whereas now, you do a little grocery shopping, you stay, you cook.
Very interesting idea. That's why it got popular.
I did that.
Oh yeah, we used Airbnb big time.
Yeah, of course.
It's gotten really popular now.
That's
Now,
the future.
but now it's gotten to a point where even that is pricey. Because before the whole advantage was that don't go stay in a hotel where you're going to pay whatever $200 a night just for a bed. Pay that same amount or maybe even less, and you get a whole house, like a whole apartment. You know, you can do whatever you want.
Price.
But now it's gone up. Airbnb has they've caught up.
Supply and demand.
They've caught up. So
Well, I mean, if there's more people traveling that way, they're booked. So
yeah.
Well, if people are willing to pay that,
that's exactly
it
what
goes
it
up.
is.
Yeah.
That's what it is. People being willing to pay it. It's that simple. And never mind €100. I've seen prices where it's like,
oh no, it's really but they're really
Some places are special too.
yeah, like they're secluded.
oh no, they have
views,
luxurious places. Yeah, no, yeah.
Like indoor pools, and the
You just-
pool is like staring out right into the ocean. There's a lot of stuff like that, but there's crazy pricing.
Yeah.
And I've seen some stuff in Mykonos, even in Santorini, where you're like, oh my god,
Yeah.
like obscene amounts.
Yeah.
Well, it's not for us.
No.
It can be, but it's not wise.
It can be, but it's it's
You know the thing is, no, even if you can afford it,
It's
you
like
won't do it because
Yeah.
it's in your DNA.
Our parents are tattooed that shit in us.
Yeah. But let's say you would do it, you would lie to your parents. We went to this.
It's $99 a night. $99.
I still lie to my parents.
Yeah.
To this day.
What does Maniscalco say? You only give 10% of the price, otherwise they flip out.
Yeah. Like when you order, it's like, how much did it cost? Like, it's all, yeah.
32 cents. I bought this t-shirt for 32
Let's say
cents.
it's 130. It's like, it was like $90.
Because even that time, like, what?
Even at 90.
Yeah.
At 90, it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
No, you're supposed to pay 24.
Yeah. That's so funny. So yeah, so you can't tell the price.
No.
Can't tell them.
But you know what? I've done crazy stuff.
It's just to spare the argument.
Yeah. It's just, you want it. And you know what? It's fine to do it once in a while.
Yeah. We
But,
did that. We did that when we went to Mykonos. Trust me.
It's certain
I'll
things where
tell
you're
you
like,
off air.
you're like, whoa. After that, like even now with my son, I did a couple of things. I let him do a couple of things. Like I give him the lesson and I give him the choice. It's like, you could do this or you could do that. You really want to do that, but what you should do is this. But I'm giving you the choice. And you disappointed me twice. I'll tell you off air what it was, but I was like, oh God.
No, it's better he disappoints you now, man.
No, I know, but it's like
Let him be a kid and run.
Yeah. No, but vacationing is and so here's the thing, because we're talking about vacationing today. My wife has, and I think she's even told you guys, I mean, in one of the gatherings, where she's actually looking forward to, I don't know, 10, 15 years from now, when we're a little older and the kids are old enough so we can tell them we're just going without you. Like, is that acceptable? Like when they're like in their 20s, you know what I mean?
No, even before
20s.
Whatever. Late teens, let's say.
13, 14.
14.
And you're like, we're just going. It's just like a couple's
Why can't we
retreat.
come?
And it's just the
You've got
parents.
school.
Yeah. Yeah. You choose like fucking September or something. You know what I mean?
October.
Yeah. So, and that somehow makes it okay. They're older kids.
Yeah, that's fine.
They're in charge. They can do whatever they want. And we can live
it's also
separate
the
lives.
question of, have you brought them with you other times?
Well, that's
too,
for
you know
sure.
what I
That's
mean?
going to happen.
That's
So I'm
what it
guessing
is.
that in her mind,
You
that's
have to
why
feel,
she's
as a
thinking
parent,
that way.
As a parent, you have to feel like you've done enough on that side.
Yeah. The problem with that scenario is that, God damn it, I got to wait 15 years. Will I even be walking? How will I be in 15 years?
You're going to be walking.
I've seen you get out of a car. He's getting ready to dive. He's ready to skydive. He's ready to skydive.
Yeah. It's like, I can't wait fucking 15 years.
No, but it's true. You know what? As you grow older, like your traveling changes.
Well, yeah, because
And that's a good idea. I
Your
would do that. I
flexibility
would do that.
changes too.
I would do that. A nice. I want to do a cruise. I haven't done that.
yeah, but your wife can't handle the cruise, you
Yeah,
said, right?
well, there's drugs.
There is drugs.
There's gravel.
No, cruises, from what I've heard, they're very entertaining, but you get used to it. Once you get used to it, it becomes boring.
Well, yeah, you go for a week.
No, but getting used to, like, in the sense that that's all you do when you travel, or
Well, you're stuck there, so you're gonna go to the casino. You're gonna go to the.
Oh, yeah,
You're
yeah.
gonna try that food. You're gonna try
Yeah.
that food. You're gonna try the. But I mean,
Yeah,
you
sounds
go
good to
dance
me,
at a
man.
discotheque.
No, but it stops at different islands.
yeah, but you don't have
You're
the.
not-
From
you're
what
not
I've
really
heard,
partying there. You're stepping on, doing some shopping. You're hopping back on the fucking.
you got to get back on because it has
that's
to
fine.
leave.
Look, no one's ever said, well, to me at least, man, I went on a cruise and I hated it.
I've heard that.
You've heard that?
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
It's because they thought they'd love it and they didn't.
90% was like, oh man, it's amazing. And the other 10% was like, what? You haven't done it. I can't be friends with you.
Oh, the other.
Is it really the cruise or is it?
No, I mean, like, they were like, really like, oh man, it's
Is it really?
it's so amazing.
Is it really that mode of traveling, or is it just
I
they're
don't
just
know.
impressed with the size and the magnitude of it? Because everything's massive, right?
I guess they're impressed with everything, man.
So we got to bring the kids there, if I'm understanding.
Cruise is safe.
If
Cruise
we,
is safe.
there's cruise ships that have like Disneyland.
yeah,
on
the
it.
Disney
Yeah,
cruise. The
yeah.
Disney cruise is fun for them, man. They can do whatever the hell they
yeah,
want.
yeah, and they love it. I'm telling you, I've never heard anybody not love it. It's pricey.
Okay.
It's pricey. It's like
Yeah, but
1 week at a cruise is like going to Greece for like 2 months.
Oh wow, what?
Yeah,
I don't know that
but
my
we
parents is coming up.
His
The
dad's
Greek parents is
voice.
coming up.
Yeah.
you're hearing my
Dice
dad.
calar, eh?
You're hearing
Dice
my dad.
calar.
You're hearing his
You're
dad.
hearing my dad now.
Ven y parquíñalo.
Yeah. Well, look, you got to put down what you get, right? First of all, you're on a cruise ship, so obviously that's
Well-
expensive. But then there's all these things there. But do you pay extra? And I don't
For
know
the plane,
Oh yeah, you.
You have to fly there.
you have to fly there.
Oh, so you pay extra for the plane? It doesn't include. It's not like an.
Well, you got to include as much as you want. It's a plus summer.
Yeah.
It's before the
But
bill.
what
or
I'm saying
after
is
the
the activities on the boat. Do you pay extra there,
some.
I don't know.
or you pay extra outside whenever you get to the land
think
or
there's
to the
different-
island? There, it's all extra.
Is
Buy different
George,
packages.
is that you expressing interest for us to look into it?
I'm
or-
always interested, of course.
I
Yeah.
could look into it.
Think about it,
Let's
bro.
do it.
It's like an all-inclusive
I'm
resort.
not going on a resort for a week to spend the same money I would have spent 2 months in Greece.
True.
Yeah.
But look,
But you're paying for the experience here. You're paying for, the I don't know what the hell they have there. They have
Yeah, but I work for my money. So.
everybody works for their money. Like they have
There's other things
the
to-
shows or casinos,
Yeah.
bars,
Yeah, they have good-
restaurants.
they have
Like,
good
they have a
musicians,
lot
yeah.
of stuff,
bro, and I'm sure they have different
I think they're all inclusive.
different
Right?
scale. Yeah.
But you have vouchers
No.
for certain restaurants.
But that's what I'm saying.
Some
Is it
stuff you have to
included
pay-
or
some
is it
stuff you have to pay for? Some
pay?
stuff you get limited vouchers. Some stuff is unlimited.
It's funny that we're having a conversation on things we should be calling and asking. Like we don't have the answers.
I know.
We shouldn't continue the conversation because
I'm
You're
just asking because maybe I don't know.
all questions are rhetorical.
No, and he's the one who loves it. He hasn't done it yet, so he should know more. Me, I was already against it. I'm already limited.
We'll look into it.
Yeah, I don't know. But to answer your question, yeah, I'd be open to that, man. My brother has been and my sister has been, and I know a few other people that have done cruise.
Okay, so they're close to you, man. You just call them and say, "What did you pay?"
Text them.
Yeah, well,
Factor in for inflation a couple of years, and you're good.
Yeah.
man.
Plus COVID. There's a plus for COVID on the
That's
price.
Oh,
what
there's
I'm
the
saying,
COVID
man.
too. Yeah.
Remember that ship
Triple the
that was
staff.
stuck in where was it, Japan or wherever the hell it
Yeah.
was stuck?
No, but the people there weren't happy.
I guarantee they're not
1
happy,
month.
dude. Are you kidding me, man?
Oh man.
In the little cabin.
Oh man.
Fuck, man, you're stuck in that little shithole for fucking whole month.
Like it's so bad that many people probably divorced and couldn't even go through the divorce.
Yeah.
They couldn't go through with the divorce. They
They-
couldn't separate.
they made
Think
a
about
movie
it,
like that.
but the divorce. They decided
They
that
made a COVID movie like that.
Yeah?
With Anne Hathaway. Yeah, she was stuck with her husband at home during COVID. Her
Oh,
husband
yeah.
who she was supposed to be leaving. They
Oh,
were just stuck together.
that's an interesting concept.
It was horrible.
no,
It
but
was
think about
depressing.
it. You can't leave your wife, and your wife cannot leave you, but you're broken up.
So it's only a matter of time before somebody kills them. Like someone's killing the other person.
Wow.
Genitalia is chopped something.
Oh man.
Yeah, but I'll definitely look into it because I think we've spoken about this already before, man. But I know that Alex is really not warm to that
We'll
idea.
fix her up, man.
Yeah.
We'll drug her up.
Yeah.
Or anything, man. It doesn't have to be a cruise, but a resort altogether would be
Hit her
good.
some Xanax.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
Xanax.
It's powerful.
I remember,
Oh, yeah?
I've tried it. I've taken it once because I couldn't
Like she
sleep.
passes out and I could go party.
I've taken it once because I couldn't sleep, and someone said you should try this. They take them all the time. Okay, popped it in the middle of the conversation. I might have been talking. Blah blah blah. I woke up like
That
14
reminds me
hours
of
later.
morphine when I had my surgery.
I woke up 14 hours later, really relaxed.
Man, I remember my mom coming in, giving me that morphine shot.
You were happy, yeah.
I was I was like, she was like, that.
I've been hospitalized. I've been hospitalized to the point where I had a button, and I could.
George was giving birth. He had an
Like a
epidural.
junkie.
But there's a limit. You can't overdo
Well,
it.
the
After,
machine
yeah.
calculates how
Of course,
much.
of course.
Yeah, but it's cool.
But it was a good one.
It's really accessible.
Like even the codeines, the 900s, 950s, I think, those were good too.
Dude, I've fallen asleep without any medication, and it's sad because I've
To the point where you can be forced on a vacation you don't want.
no, I've done it to Joanna. This is before we got married. I think I've told you this story once. Dude,
You
I
drugged her.
no man, I was so tired.
Oh yeah, when you fell asleep on
Oh
her.
my god, man, she's talking. I'm falling asleep in her face. I don't even know how she married me. Honestly, no joke. We went. I was so tired, man. And she's like, "Oh, let's go for a drink." And I felt bad because I think I hadn't seen her for the week. Like I was really busy, and I'm like, I feel bad, but I'm tired. But I can't refuse again. Like I can't be an idiot. I can't be the asshole. You know what I mean?
You choose your battles.
So we went to we went to whiskey bar.
I was gonna ask you
Yeah,
which
it's dark,
place
man.
Whiskey bar.
you're
It's not
asking
your
for
fault.
it. You're asking
Dark.
for
It's
it.
not your fault.
You hadn't slept. You've been working.
Yeah.
You went to whiskey bar.
And on top of that, I don't know what I never drink wine because wine puts me to sleep
Yeah.
like instantly on a regular, on a regular time.
Like 2 p.m.
Yeah, like I'll drink wine, I'll pass out. I can't. So I'm tired. We go to a dark place and I get wine.
Again, slow jazz.
Guys, I can remember like thinking, shit, I think I'm sleeping. And I don't know. I don't know how I looked from the other person's point of view, but I remember thinking to myself, okay, no, my eyes are open, but I know that it was just my eyebrows going up. I was like, but my eyes were closed. They were closed. They were shut 100%. But in my mind, I was like, no, I got to keep my eyes open. But it's just the eyebrows pushing upwards.
I need to hear this story from Joanna. I got to hear
That's
from
gonna be
her.
the best perspective. She's the only one who's conscious.
I thought when you told me the story, I remember you telling me the story.
Yeah.
Did you fall?
No, but I thought you fell asleep on her.
Did you fall off the
No, she was in front of me, man. And so we're talking, and I was like, I don't know how I looked, but I was probably like, I was struggling to keep my eyes open.
nodding.
So close your eyes and lift your eyebrows. Like I was at that level. She's like, you're falling asleep. We should go. I'm like, I'm so sorry.
Well, you know what the worst part was?
You know what? I don't remember though, and I want to ask her if I was the one that drove her back to Candiac, and then I went back to fucking.
You know what the worst part is? He was 1 kilometer from his house, but he had to go to Candiac and back before he could be in his bed.
Yeah.
That's love.
That's torture.
That's love.
Torture. But again, I'm not sure if I was driving that day. I can't remember. But if I was, I have no idea
So
how
she
I
would
made
have
it out
dropped you
alive.
off at home and then driven herself.
This
back home.
was in the beginning
It was relatively in the beginning, and I can't remember.
because if that was on the first date,
done.
you're done.
Done.
Because the girl thinks I'm not interested.
Yeah, no.
Like you ruin her psychology
Yeah.
forever.
No, it wasn't in the beginning. It was, I don't know.
She might have still been single.
I don't trust men anymore.
So yeah, I thought you fell asleep on her.
No. I was in front of her. So imagine talking to me now, and you're just saying,
I was gonna share how I fell asleep on somebody on a train. I fell asleep on somebody, and no, seriously. I fell asleep on the guy's shoulder, and then when I got up and I'm like, "Whoa, what's going on?" The guy was like, "No, don't worry, don't worry."
You're like, did he touch me?
He's like, "Come back, it's okay." The guy's telling me it doesn't bother him.
He enjoyed it.
Yeah, so compassionate.
Were you a little disgusted?
That was creepy. Yeah, man. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Or were you disgusted that you had your face on somebody?
No, I wasn't. I was embarrassed. I was like, "Man, I'm sorry." But the guy's like, "No,
Don't worry, no, come
Human
back.
interaction.
Yeah.
come back."
I felt human again.
He's like, no, come, don't worry. I was caressing you. Yeah, no.
You know,
that
usually people will just go like this and let you fall, or they'll be like, "Hey,
No.
Yeah, wake up,
Like,
like,
yeah,
Get that shit off.
yeah." It's like, what are you doing, man?
George, bro.
I landed on a nice guy, you know.
Yeah, seriously. No, I can't. You know what was disgusting though? When we used to take the bus to go to school, and you'd get the window seats, and then you're like, I'm falling asleep. But then you looked at the window, and someone else had fallen asleep there because there's like that
Spot.
that forehead
Sweaty
spot on the window.
Sweat spot.
Yeah, like an oil
oily
stain or whatever.
Oily faces.
You're like, shit.
Yeah, the bus can be disgusting.
It's very disgusting.
I took the bus last week after years.
Oh my god, how was it?
Because I had to go to court and I wasn't gonna drive around.
No shit.
So I'm like, I'll take the bus. It was
What?
the 80 and like I had to walk, right?
Why don't you take the metro? The metro comes out right there, no?
I wanted to
Yeah,
whatever.
I
Yeah,
could
okay.
read, I could whatever. I guess that's why I love taking the bus because I could read.
Yeah.
But man, it was wow.
Oh, I can't do it.
It was like, man,
You're
I was like,
disgusted. Huh?
no, but it wasn't disgusted, but I'm like, oh fuck.
I would pay a $30 parking wherever and any parking lot close to the municipal court.
Yeah.
I would pay parking. Fuck that bus. No, I can't do it anymore, man. I can't.
No, but it was like I'm gonna. This is what happened in my head. I don't want to be late.
Yeah.
I don't want to miss the case. I'm gonna take the bus. You know what? It's gonna give me a time to go back and re-explore.
Oh my god.
I'm
man.
thinking I haven't done this in a long time.
Reminisce.
It's gonna.
You know what? He forgot that in high school he would get off at Van Horn. He didn't go all the way.
No, I would go for Concordia.
Concordia.
You
Go
know,
downtown.
in Dawson too.
Yeah, I would
But
take
anyway, so I'm like, I was excited.
As soon as you got in,
As
did you
soon
think
as,
shit,
like,
this is a bad idea?
No, as soon as I passed Bernard, I was like, oh my god, what am I doing? Past Bernard, I'm like, oh
You know what
man,
I hated on the bus?
how many stops do I have?
When you were sitting on a window and somebody would just throw you themselves over your body to yell at somebody outside.
At the window.
I'm sitting here.
I never had that.
It never happened to you.
I've seen it.
Hey, no, the next one. He's telling him to run to the next stop.
What I wouldn't like is when I would sit on that single seat and I'm minding my own business in front and there's a handle here and there's somebody's
man.
armpit right there.
I can't, man. I can't do it.
And between my nose and the armpit, there's like
like a foot.
whatever, like a foot and a half, but I can smell everything in their body.
And you can even see it.
And it's like that
I can't do it anymore, man. Like it would have to be like,
and you don't want to embarrass them either, right? You don't want to be like, "Ah, man, but
Well, you don't want to. You don't know.
no,
If
you don't want
they're
to embarrass
You don't know if they're gonna get offended and attack you.
You don't want to offend them either, but yeah,
I'm gonna say a story and it's mean.
or the fun ones where you know that someone likes to fart,
Yeah.
and like it smells bad, but you want to know who it is.
So you start looking for guilty faces.
So you're like, could it be that one? And somehow I don't know, maybe because I don't know, maybe this is bad.
It's usually
But-
the old lady.
It's usually fat people. And I would think, man, I just fucking hope nobody thinks it's me because it wasn't me. So you want to make it obvious that you're looking for the guilty guy, right? You're looking for the culprit, right? So you're like this,
Oh my god.
and it's usually the person that's just sitting there silent.
Yeah.
It's the one that hasn't moved.
It's that one.
It's
It's
always
that
that
one.
one. Probably shades on.
Oh man. This is mean, but we were stupid kids too. We were in the bus with Jimmy and Peter once, and we were taking the 179 on Lackery coming back to Park
That's
X.
a bad one.
It's horrible because
You were coming from like Guyana towards Park X.
yeah, we're coming from New Bordeaux because my college was there. So and at some point it's an industrial area. All the factories would close. Around 2:30, 3 p.m. So the buses were packed.
Packed.
Oh my god! So we're in a bus.
And the factories had no air conditioning.
No, yeah, exactly. On a summer day.
Yeah.
So there's this guy, and obviously there's Marché Central. So we're in the bus from New Bordeaux or whatever. So the bus starts packing up now, and I'm like, oh my god, guys, I can't do this. I remember from back then being disgusted, man. I could. At some point, some guy walks in, and this is where we started laughing, man, because that person that walked in stinks. You're like you can almost
Feel it.
You're like, oh, this guy
You
looks
can
like
see you can see the smell wavelengths.
yeah, this guy smells.
You can see the
And then we start laughing, bro, like this hysterical laughter. And I'll tell you why. Because he had gone shopping, and in his bags he had like a ton of bar of soaps. He had soaps, and I don't know why. Like we're dumb kids, right? I was like, okay, this guy smells and he has soaps, and it's like that stupid thing that you make that correlation. You're like, the stinky guy bought soaps, And we start this laughter starts, and when you
nervous, you get nervous.
Yeah.
It doesn't stop.
You can't stop, and then you're hearing the other guy, and then at some point it comes down, and then the other guy you hear.
Yeah.
And then it starts
I
again.
get like that. When I start, I can't stop. I've gotten thrown out of class for shit like this. You know what? I got, remember where you were in my class when I got with Pinal at Stanislas?
I wasn't with you.
You know what? The guy didn't let me finish the rest of the year.
Wow.
Every time it was history, me and Nick Zuani, we had to go sit somewhere else.
Oh, wow.
Just because laughing in the class. I was laughing. I couldn't stop. And I was laughing so much that at a point I was just looking at him and laughing, and he thought I was making fun of him. But I was laughing for something else that happened, right? But yeah, I get that. I get nervous, man, and I can't stop.
But in order for me to get into a bus or a metro, like it has to be like some exceptional thing happening where it's like it's the only
time it
way.
happens is when I'm a tourist.
Yeah.
Honestly.
You know what's funny, man? It doesn't bother
It
me.
had been a long time, but
See, that's the strange thing. That doesn't bother me. I just realized that. No buses, though. No buses. Like when I go.
what do we know buses?
Like
That's the
I'm
first.
thinking about Greece. I'll take the metro,
I'll take the bus. I've taken the
but I'll
bus.
never take the bus.
What's the difference?
I don't know
The bus is better in Greece, man.
Yeah, man.
why.
Well, the one bus.
Well,
man,
there's a tram, there's a trolley, there's
Forget about that.
a lot of different stuff in
no.
Greece.
Because I like. First of all, the metro's nice. It's clean. But yeah, it's
anymore.
weird. Now that I think about it,
Not anymore.
The buses.
I always take a cab to a metro stop, and then I take the metro to downtown or whatever. That's what I used to do.
I mean, I don't mind. Like obviously, like you have to live with that kind of environment, and it comes with its surprises. But I wouldn't mind. I don't
I
mind. I
started
would go back.
driving around 17. I didn't take a bus or metro till I don't know what age I got.
Oh man, all through
Years.
college, even when I was working at AECOM, I would take the bus.
Oh,
Even
yeah.
at EXP, I would take the bus
No.
because I was in the metro.
No.
Cabs.
Cabs. No, I would never take a cab.
Cabs, I'll take cabs.
Super expensive.
In the 90s,
For-
they weren't
for-
expensive. For $4, you could get somewhere in the 90s.
Really?
For $4, you could get somewhere.
No, I would.
We would take
public
cabs to go
transport.
clubbing.
Yeah. That's no. I
It
would
was
take
wise.
public transport until university. Guys, I swear to God, as soon as I stopped university, I don't think I've been in the metro or a bus since.
No,
Maybe once.
Okay.
Maybe
I
once.
have, but it's very odd and very specific.
I'm trying to
reasons.
think. Maybe once. But
I worked. I worked in Westmount, and the metro's right across the street at Dawson.
yeah, same thing with
And I took
Dawson,
it-
man.
And I took it till.
I would take the metro and go all the way in.
What metro is in Park Avenue? Plaza Zar.
yeah.
And the Plaza Zar, there's a place right outside. Hop back in, one way
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
That's the.
I
only reason.
like the convenience of it. During rush hour, it's horrible. But when you get a bus and it's like maybe 5-6 people, it's a nice ride.
Oh yeah,
I like
when
the
it's
ride.
empty.
When
man,
it's empty, it's a nice ride.
smooth, the city's not too crazy.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the regular rush hour nuts. That's when it smells bad. That's when people are fucking jumping over you to talk to somebody outside.
Apparently, what's amazing though is the what's it called, man? It's a regional bus, whatever it is. Like the people down here from the South Shore going into
The
downtown,
suburban bus.
whatever it is. Yeah, they have the reserved lane, and it's not like a bus. It's like those Voyagers.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, charter.
So you go in, yeah, you're sitting comfortably. There's
I've
very
been to
few.
Jersey in that. Not comfortable.
Really?
Well, 7-8 hours.
Those toilet stinks, man.
Those are. That's just to pretty much comply with a certain regulation. It's not built for bathroom. It's just like, look, man.
You shouldn't use it, but if you have to,
But you have to look. We're here.
That's horrible, man.
It's legal.
that blue liquid, that smell.
And yeah, maybe I'll save the story for another time. I have a story.
In a bus?
No, on a boat.
Well, now you
What
have
the
to-
bathrooms look like.
Oh no,
That boat's fucking the tiny.
Oh,
First of all,
man,
the
it,
tiny-
no, it was like
the ceiling's like this high.
the Delfini, right? It was the
The high speed, yeah.
the high speed boat. It was 2 bathrooms, and both bathrooms were just covered, not in shit, puke.
Yeah.
Like the puke, like some guy puked on the wall. Like he wasn't even. He probably couldn't look. No, he projected, bath right on the. Oh, horrible. And it stank. The whole boat ride stank.
Obviously, that's a disgusting story.
Yeah, whatever. I had to share it. It was funny. And that's the one where Alex was just.
Poor girl,
No,
man.
she-
No
she
wonder.
could-
Already.
Then you know how like when you're like seasick.
And in addition to that, you have that. Oh my
and
god.
she couldn't move her head. And then at a point towards the end, first of all, we were like limit of not being able to take it because of the
number of people.
the weather.
Oh, the weather.
Yeah.
Too much. Correct.
Before.
Yeah.
Okay. And finally, they allowed us. So we went in, and then towards the end, Alex wasn't even able to move her eyes.
If she moved, she'd puke.
Yeah, if she'd move, she'd
Oh,
just puke.
man.
She was green. She was green.
Oh man, that's horrible.
Yeah.
I've been in a boat like that. But no,
Dude, it was so bad. It was funny. I had to laugh or I'll get depressed.
like I've been in a boat where there was no puke, but the weather conditions were horrible.
Yeah.
And I think it was the last one authorized to leave,
Mm.
and it stopped like at 10 different islands. Dude, guys, it took. Where were we?
So you did 10 stops?
Dude, I think I was at Milos.
I've done that, man.
Milos, Athens, 14 hours.
Oh wow, no, I did 9.
Bro,
With
Milos.
Sadorini, it took 9 hours on a boat.
Wait, what? Where was that doing?
At
Maybe it
least
was,
on a boat, you could get up and walk around.
But 9 hours.
you
is
know what?
long.
Maybe it was
It's
Sadorini.
ridiculous.
Maybe it was
Also,
Sadorini.
it took us 9 hours.
Maybe it was Sadorini. Sorry. yeah, yeah.
Naxo, Paro, like we did.
It did them all. It did them all. It did them all.
Yeah,
But so the boat was packed. It was taking in people because I think it was the last one authorized.
People sleeping on the floor.
Oh my God, bro!
Yeah.
People everywhere. And then people they just wanted to get to Athens. And as soon as it was approaching the port, I guess the captain or whoever gets on the intercom,
Embarkation.
and he's like, we've been asked to stay on the boat because they have to come inspect. There were so many people. They knew it. Like, I mean, yeah. People start swearing. Dude, you don't understand what happened in that boat.
Yeah.
As soon as it hit the port, the doors opened.
Rushing.
Everybody did it. Like, you had the police, the port authority whistling. Hey, nobody gave
What are
a
you gonna do with the
shit.
whistle?
Everybody was like,
He's not even a cop.
I've driven
Running
through a speed trap in Greece, and the guy's high beaming me, and I'm just driving. He went to the next guy. Stop.
You went to the next guy. No stress. I'll grab another guy. I'll grab another one.
The guy I was with said, "Keep driving." Just don't worry, they're not gonna bother you. Just keep going. Don't stop.
Everyone does whatever the hell they want.
The rules are only suggestions.
No, but
I've lived through it.
you were there. No, what Jimmy was telling us a story when he went to go watch a soccer game with his dad,
Oh yeah.
and they go through
his dad's
gates.
Canadian.
But his dad is Canadian, but he also has the Greek kind of
He's
ingrained.
Canadian, but when he's in Greece, the Greek comes back.
Let's say the story. He was going into the soccer game, and they had to leave all their change.
So they
anything
had to
heavy,
leave all the
keys,
chain on the side because they don't want people throwing
their coins.
stuff possibly to the players or whatever. So Jimmy's in front, and he gets the guy at the door. He's like, "All right, take out all your change," and his father's pushing him.
He's like, "No, we're going."
He's like, and he goes, "What? What?" He goes, "What's going on?" He goes, "We have to take out our change." How did it? And it just pushed him.
Like, just ignore that.
It's okay.
Nobody's telling me. Just ignore that.
He's like, "I'm gonna leave you my money. Who's gonna give me back my $1.50 back when the soccer game is done?"
You know what, man? I know that if I was there with my dad, it would have been the same
The
reaction.
same thing,
It would have been
guaranteed.
the same reaction. It would just push me to ignore him. Don't even pay attention.
I don't think my dad would have done that.
Yeah, he wouldn't take off his change.
Like, I understand that it's for the players' protection, but at the same time, how much money are they making out of this thing, man?
Now, you know, it's been
Like, you're gonna make me believe that money goes to the stadium or I don't know what.
No,
They pocket that shit.
It's
Yeah,
funny
I agree.
because they collect the pennies and the quarters or whatever they collect. But once you watch a soccer game in Greece, there's fires.
Yeah.
Yeah, the flares
are gone, but the flares are okay. Those are safe.
That's fine.
Fucking Roman candles.
Roman candles, toilet paper.
They have it in their pants. Nobody
But
cares.
The change.
The change has to stay out.
It's got to stay.
That has
It's
to
too
stay out.
dangerous. It's
Yeah.
too dangerous.
The toilet paper made it through.
No, I said the change. You could keep the screwdriver.
Oh my god! Upside down. Just
Isn't
upside
it fucking hilarious?
It is.
That was the first time. Like, I remember when I was young, one of the first vivid memories of Greece, right? Because I was a young kid, so I was absorbing everything, right? And everything was new because it was in contrast to what I knew here.
Yeah.
So the first time I know here, you have a street. The street has a direction. Everyone parks.
Oh yeah, everything. There's
Facing the
order,
direction.
dude.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
civil order here,
So-
man.
Oh, there's a spot. Floop.
Yeah. When I went to Greece, something, and I asked my dad, I'm like, "What is that? Like, which way is the street?" You can't tell because
No.
everyone's
You
parked
just take
differently.
it. Yeah.
And it was a big thing there, and every street was like that, especially in Kefalonia. People park the way they want to.
Yeah.
I've even
And
seen
anywhere they want.
Any-
to.
Anyway,
Any
I've
way
even
they're
seen-
facing.
like parallel parking. I've seen car like this, and somebody just came and squeezed in. like that.
It just backs up. Yeah.
I've seen people close the mirrors, just to try and fit into spaces. Oh man, it was weird to me. It was like, man, no one cares.
But I'm gonna tell you this: as I went to Greece later, I went in my 20s. It all came together when I saw that, and I look at my parents.
You understood everything. No wonder.
It all makes sense now.
I feel like that
It
too.
all
Yeah.
comes together.
Now
Now
I
I have
get
a full
it.
picture.
Yeah.
Now I have
I
a
get it.
full picture.
I smelled it when when you get to Athens, and the door opens, and that humidity.
Humid,
Yeah.
humid heat.
Like once you smell that, I smelled
You
it.
smell the heat.
Yeah, I smelled it. No, but I smelled Greece.
Yeah.
Oh,
that
guaranteed.
first breath of air. Yeah.
There's a
when you come out of
distinct,
that.
Yeah,
definitely.
exactly.
Mixed with a little diesel, that's fine.
Well, diesel is everywhere. That's
Yeah.
Europe. That's Europe.
You know what? Athens is diesel.
Go to
What-
Paris.
what does
Go
Adam-
to Paris. You're on a terrace like this. Fucking diesel truck
A lot
coming
of
right
diesel,
by
A
you.
lot of diesel.
The exhaust pipe is right here while you're eating right now.
But I have a feeling that whole parking situation, for example, I don't think it's only Greece. I'm sure it's like
No.
pretty much generalized
I'm sure.
across
It's
Europe.
just for me, the contrast was Canada, Montreal, where everything is like pretty much
Yeah,
in order.
Everything is, yeah.
And there I'm like, and then the other thing I'm like,
Look,
where are the street signs?
Let's be real.
Like, what street is this?
When we had
No, but isn't it crazy that in Greece there's street signs on houses?
on house
On the buildings, yeah.
There's like a building, somebody lives there, but there's the sign of the street there.
because the house predates the beginning of the usage of signs. The sidewalk. There's sidewalks in Greece that are 12 inches
Yeah,
and some that are 3 feet.
yeah.
So depends like what's happening. There's a house that's part of the sidewalk. Then there's somebody's driveway. Then somebody parks their boat in the middle of rush hour on the street to sand it and paint it. He closed the lane to do that in front of his house. Doesn't matter if there's traffic. I'm gonna sand it and paint it now.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. That's what I feel like doing now.
I was flipping out, man.
Yeah, man, I
I
remember.
don't know how the fuck we deal with this shit.
But even
There was something about it though. Even
even the traffic lights.
It's because
we park and the traffic light is across the interception, so you can see it.
yeah.
That's not the case.
No,
It's there.
Before.
You're
like this.
You're hanging your head out the window.
Another thing I noticed there, like in those big intersections, it's people don't wait for green.
No.
The people in the back are starting to honk to tell the person in front it's almost time to go.
It's almost green.
Like, don't miss that second. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost green and you haven't started moving.
Yeah.
Get it with it.
Get ready.
Get your feet on the ground. Like push.
Your car should be rolling.
You should be impatiently removing your foot off the brake and letting it roll.
Yeah. Or the other thing where it's like you get it to an intersection, right? And then there's 3-4 cars, and then
all the scooters
out of nowhere, all the scooters
come in the front.
Yeah. Right in front.
Yeah.
And sometimes you get to an intersection that has 4 lanes and it just becomes 2 with no warning. It just becomes 2. There's no warning, bro. You should just deal with it.
Or those roundabouts where you have 1,000 signs, man. Like,
fuck, man.
It's crazy,
bro. That was what when I was living there. That was one question I asked my uncle.
Oh, man,
You don't know what to focus on.
which one is it? No, but it's which one is it?
Yeah.
And then you have Aerodromio from here. You have this. From
Yeah.
Oh man.
And then somehow you have Aerodromio again over there.
But you got to give it to them because they're used to that kind of madness, and then they come here and they're bored.
Yeah.
It's like they're driving. It's like, man, what are we gonna get there? Like an automatic car. You
See, I saw a roundabout for the first time when I looked. I had never seen one here.
Well,
They exist
we
in
have
Ontario.
circles.
Yeah.
And they're way more organized.
Yeah, they're not. It's not.
But it's not like that. It's not like that where you go in and there's another one. So I didn't know. I'm
You
like,
have them in Zistran.
yeah, but bro,
but
dude,
it's
I
not the
never
same.
stepped foot here before.
You have
It wasn't
them
even it wasn't even developed back then to begin with.
Not very dense.
So I remember asking my uncle, I'm like, okay, what happens here, man? I go, who has priority?
No one.
Just
No one and everyone.
Just go.
Yeah, he goes to me. He goes, if you can't pass, he goes, don't worry about it. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, who has priority? The guy coming or the guy coming, like going into it?
It's
You
whoever's more
just lost your
courageous.
turn.
Yeah,
You
man.
just lost your turn. You talk too much.
talk
You're
too much.
not acting enough. Just act.
Just go.
When you turn your steering wheel, this guy's prepared. Well,
Yeah.
A lot of crazy stuff like that, man. I remember being like, whoa, what is that?
but
And the guy who impressed me was a taxi driver in Patra. Man, I've never seen this before.
you've never seen someone
like,
lie so well.
In today, like to today's standards, this guy would have had 100 million views. If I had a phone then and we're into recording,
Yeah.
I would have recorded this guy and there would be 100 million views. This guy had a coffee. He had a koboloi. He was eating a sandwich and driving standard and talking on the phone.
No cigarette.
No, he had no cigarette.
Not even in the ashtray.
Well, there was 1,000 in the ashtray. There was 1,000 in the
There's
ashtray.
2 lit.
But
phone on the shoulder
he was doing
Sandwich, frapper, and
driving manual.
in driving manual. He had everything. It was
Wow.
it was like man, it's like
Wow.
today I would have
And he has passengers.
I was the guy.
To him, it's normal. And I'm sure he's done even more. He's probably done it with a cigarette too.
For sure.
Let me give another perspective to people about Greece and rules. When the law for seatbelts came out, everybody got a T-shirt with a stripe on it. That was the solution.
We'll confuse
That's
the
what they
police.
did. Right? They got fucking.
Yeah.
When the law for cigarettes came out and you weren't allowed to smoke anywhere, you walk into the bank and it says, "Thank you for not smoking." The bank manager was on the desk smoking.
Yeah. Nobody cared.
I remember pulling out money. I remember going to the hospital for something, and the guy smoking.
Yeah.
The doctor smoking.
While they're stitching.
I remember going to ask for money, and the guy.
stitched and they were smoking.
Yeah, he had the cigarette here. He was counting the money. Ashes were falling. It was just like
It was like a restaurant.
that was just normal. That was the normal
It's
thing.
insane. No, but now that you mentioned that driver with all those things, the last time we went, because my brother came down with his wife and he had a car, and we drove down to Nafplio. So this is on a highway now. Like the scene I'm gonna describe to you, you've seen it 100% in Greece, but it's in a little road. Like but this on a national highway now. We're driving.
It's the equivalent of a 2-lane street.
No. Roads in Greece, man, you got to get the highways, especially.
The new highways.
Yeah.
In
Super.
Athens.
No, leaving Athens, like going down south to Nafplio.
Yeah.
No, nice big highways. So they go through mountains
No, I'm
too.
just saying
It's like,
beyond the north part of Peloponnese, they start to shrink. They're not that big.
no, they have huge highways now across. They've really developed. Anyway, so we're driving. So this motorcycle is coming, And my brother's like, what the fuck is that? He's driving now. So he's seeing him from his mirror. He's like, what the fuck is that? Like,
Your brother's driving.
yeah. So he's like, what the fuck is that, bro? Like, what is he doing? What is that? Like, he sees something that's strange, that's off. And I'm like, I don't know, slow down, bro. What's happening? So this is a motorcycle now, okay? Man. So 2 guys on the motorcycle. The front guy is driving. The guy behind him, guys, I swear to God, he has the
I'm already
visor.
laughing.
He has the visor lifted. It's one of those, like, you have the helmet. At least they're wearing helmets. You got to give them. So, but it's not like just the visor up here. It's like this whole thing that kind of flipped open. So the whole face is exposed. Isn't he holding a fucking frappe, bro, and a cigarette on a highway, dude? On a highway, like the fucking bike is rolling like at 150. You would imagine at some point you got to hold on the driver or steady yourself on the bike, both hands like this.
Oh my god!
Gunning it down the fucking highway.
I'm not surprised. Man.
No,
I'm not surprised.
So funny.
Yeah, but
There was even when the rule for helmets when it first came out, somebody was
Oh
telling
no,
me
they were wearing them in their arm.
They
Yeah.
said you have to wear it. They didn't say where, so they put it in their arm and drive with it on.
that was another thing I saw in Kefalonia, because I remember watching on TV bikes, and these guys were wearing helmets, suits, big bikes. And in Kefalonia, I would see like a really expensive bike and a guy with a Speedo,
Yeah, flip-flops. And he has burn marks.
and no on the excitement, and no helmet.
Yeah.
You know, just driving.
And
And
fucking
it
with the
was
Speedo.
it's weird.
It's like
It's
driving in a fucking underwear.
But guys, can you imagine with the heat over there being fully clothed like you should be while driving a bike? You die, bro.
no,
What
I
are
know,
you
man. I
talking
know. But these were this was the contrast. This was like
I was in Greece in 2009, and that was the year where the European Union had passed like this legislation that affected all EU member states about smoking laws. So if you guys remember, we had this a few years before here,
Yeah.
and it applied, and they were strict. They had to apply it, you know.
Yeah.
So we're there now, and we're with the guys, and nobody gives a shit,
No.
right? So obviously, I think Greece was probably the last country where it actually applied.
It was the last.
So we're in Athens now, hanging out. Everybody's smoking everywhere, you know, like fucking chaos. And then we go to Mykonos, Caprice, standard club.
I remember that.
Yeah, and it's chaos. So now you're thinking, I came from Athens where it's like insanity. Everybody's just smoking everywhere. They were smoking in the bars, restaurants, whatever, even though the law, we knew that it had applied. And people even in Greece were actually talking about that law too. It was like a big thing. So we go to Mykonos in the middle of another fucking chaos. Peter goes to light a cigarette. Yeah, you're drinking. Yeah. Pulls out a cigarette. The guy from behind the bar is like, hey, Exo. He's like, outside. And he's like, you look at him. He's like, what just happened here, bro? Like, Athens, like I was, there was in the insanity in Athens, we can smoke everywhere. And I come to Mykonos and the guy tells me to get
Because the tourists don't appreciate it.
yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Nothing else went on.
But even I remember Olympic Airways. I remember going to. I traveled with my parents. We would go.
It was the last airline to stop.
I remember my parents booking smoking seats, and the ashtray was on
The
The little thing you would fold up.
Yeah.
Even
I remember going to Greece and my parents smoking in the plane.
Yeah.
I remember that.
when the law passed for air travel for smoking. They were the last airline, and they had like 9 seats in the back of the plane you could smoke. Sit and smoke, so everybody would take turns sitting and smoking.
They would rotate.
Yeah,
When it comes to that, they get organized.
yeah.
They're like,
Yeah,
okay,
sharing.
yeah, let's share. Okay, look, okay, who's up now? It's my turn. Yeah, there it rolled perfectly.
I
Like,
love it.
everything was in sync.
I love the culture.
I love the suggestion.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Suggest this.
You know what,
Suggest
man?
more life.
That's what I would say. I remember every trip to Greece was, man, I could get used to this.
Yeah,
It's memorable.
You're
man.
free to
It's-
make your choice, man.
I could get used to this, and I see how this is part of me. You know,
Yeah.
right away. I
Yeah.
know that this is a part of me. Even certain things I would like, the way they would think, right? And it'd be like, oh man, that,
logical.
I don't know. I can't explain it, but it's somewhere in me.
You were introduced to a different logic.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
made sense to you.
No, but I was introduced to a logic that I didn't know I had.
Yeah. You can feel.
Yeah.
Good memories. All right,
All right.
guys, let's
Let's forget about smoking.
let's put an end to that right there. Mind you, before we end, we gotta think of that to travel together, man. Like, first of all, it's yelling. Something's yelling inside me. I need to get the hell out of here. Yeah.
Let's go to Plattsburgh.
Beach.
Cape Cod.
I used to go there to the beach sometimes.
Yeah, I remember.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate your company and we love you. And go on and love and subscribe our channel. Give it some
Give it some love.
Give it some
Give
love.
it some love, baby.
Follow us on all the socials. And
to Greece.
come
Go
back
to
next
Greece.
week. See you here on the next episode. Thank you, guys. Take care.